Hello, Peter here again, your Pinoy accountant. So very quick lang dun sa VAT on digital services. I'm sure you are aware if you are doing business in the Philippines and you are availing itong mga digital services from our mga foreign businesses kagaya ng Upwork, Canva, Google, and Meta. So yung bago ngayon, starting June 2, mag-i-increase na sila ng kanilang prices, mag-a-add na sila ng VAT na 12%. So currently yung mga companies na ito, kagaya ng Meta or Google, they are emailing yung mga clients nila and nagtatanong ng TIN number. So yung video na ito is i-discuss natin, kailangan nyo ba magbigay na inyong TIN number and business registration doon sa mga non-resident digital services providers kagaya ng Meta and Google. So yun nga, aside sa nag-increase sila, yung may additional tax compliance kasi tayong gagawin if we are doing business here in the Philippines, whether mapa-VAT man tayo or non-VAT. So kailangan natin tayo na yung magwi-withhold nung 12% VAT and that is using yung 1600 VT. So, EBIR form, kailangan natin tayo yung magwi-withhold and at the same time, tayo yung magre-remit. And yung additional pa dito, gagawa pa din tayo ng ating summary alpha list of withholding taxes using yung ano naman, yung alpha list data entry and validation. So, mag-i-submission tayo. So, additional task talaga if ever man na we will declare na we are doing business here in the Philippines. So yung tanong ngayon is, ano ba yung option for us? Kailangan ba natin mag-register or mag-inform talaga that we are doing here in the business here in the Philippines? Kailangan ba natin i-provide yung ating TIN number and registration? So in this video, pag-usapan natin yon. So if you are availing ng mga foreign digital services kagaya ng Meta and Google, for example, you will receive itong email, nag-roll out na sila ng price increase nila effective itong June 2. And aside from yung price increase nga, they are asking if of your TIN number. So nakalagay dito, if you will give your TIN, ibig sabihin you are confirming that you are engaging in a business in the Philippines and kailangan nyo i-declare if non-VAT kayo or VAT. So what will happen, di ba, if ever na i-declare ninyo that you are doing business in the Philippines. So, ito, may guide dito si Meta, for example, i-example na natin. May guide si Meta dito is paano ba ilalagay yung TIN? Ayan, go to payment settings, yan, open payment settings, edit under business info. So, ito yung lalabas sa Meta. Ayan, tax information, so yung billing country, yan, business name, business address. So, ilagay nyo yung details niyo as indicated in your COR. And ito na nga yun, yung TIN. So, provide nyo yung TIN if you're engaging in a business in the Philippines. And if VAT registered kayo, yes, yung piliin nyo dito. If hindi naman, no. So, yung tanong talaga dito, the golden question is, kailangan nyo bang i-declare yung inyong TIN number? And kailangan nyo bang i-declare na you are doing business in the Philippines? And yung implication nga yan, if you are declaring that you are engaging in business in the Philippines, kayo yung mag-withhold ng VAT na 12% and kayo din yung mag-remit ng 12% na VAT. So, yung example natin in our previous video, if hindi nyo pa napanood, if for example, $100 yung monthly subscription, with the add-on VAT, magiging siyang $112. So, if you are engaged in the business in the Philippines, it registered kayo, VAT or non-VAT, yung portion ng VAT nun is the $12. So, kayo yung mag-withhold nun. So, yung ibabayad nyo lang sa Google or sa Meta is yung $100. But yung VAT portion na 12% or yung $12 is kayo yung mag-withhold. So, kailangan nyo gamitin yung BIR form. Nasa EBIR form yun. Yung 1600 VT. And kailangan nyo din gumawa ng SOUT. Again, using the alpha list data entry and validation. And kailangan nyo ng e-submission. So, additional tax compliance. So, yung tanong, yun nga, kailangan nyo ba i-declare yung TIN? Yes. Unfortunately, yes yung sagot dyan because according dun sa RMC ng BIR na nilabas nila tungkol sa VAT, yun nga, VAT on digital services, if you are doing business, if mapa-VAT man kayo or non-VAT, kailangan yung i-declare doon sa mga non-resident providers, non-resident digital service providers, yung inyong TIN and if ever they will ask for your COR, kailangan nyo din kailangan nyo i-provide sa kanila. So, in this case, yun, may option ba tayo? So, yung sagot ko dyan, this is just my personal take on this matter. if you are 8% and optional standard deduction, you can opt na hindi nyo na lang i-declare na you are doing business in the Philippines. Because in the first place, hindi naman natin kiniklaim yung expense natin kagaya nitong Meta or Google. Hindi naman tayo individually na kiniklaim nila natin yun sila as expense or hindi naman tayo itemized deduction. So, hindi din natin ginagamit yung kanilang invoice. So, hindi na kailangan ilagay yung TIN number natin dun sa kanilang invoice. Because, yun nga, hindi natin sila kailangan since we are 8% and optional standard deduction. So, hindi naman yun yung individually na i-claim natin sila as part of our expense. So, yun yung option natin. But if you are itemized deduction, yung nakikita ko lang dito, if itemized deduction kasi tayo, kailangan natin yung invoice. So, pwede na i-require ng BIR talaga because if ever na mag-claim tayo ng expense and hindi complete yung details sa ating invoice, there is this chance na if ma-audit tayo, pwede nilang i-disallow yung ating expense. Pwede lang sabihin na i-disallow natin to because walang tinumber yung invoice nyo or hindi nyo winidholdan ng VAT. In the case na kailangan kasi natin i-withhold yung VAT, wala siyang withholding ng VAT. So, the consequence niyan is, di ba, magkaka-penalty kayo, yan, kayo, mag-remit ulit kayo ng VAT. So, masyado nang masakit sa ulo. So, yun yung option natin is if ever, kayo, itemized deduction, kailangan nyo talaga i-declare yung TIN number ninyo if you are claiming that as your expense. If hindi naman, if maliit lang naman yung expense na yan, so, pwedeng hindi nyo na i-claim yon, di ba? Or, pwede nyo i-claim at hindi nyo na i-declare yung TIN ninyo, but yung risk niyan is you will be, if ever ma-audit kayo, magiging, disallowed yung expense na yon. So, yun lang yung option natin for now, kasi wala pa naman masyadong nilalabas yung BIR ng RMC about this. But, yun nga, according dun sa kanilang recent RMC on VAT sa digital services, if ever doing business in the Philippines, tayo yung magwi-withhold ng VAT and tayo yung magre-remit. So, yun lang yung video natin for today. Binigay ko lang yung ating option, di ba? If ever optional standard deduction kayo or 8%, for me, hindi naman kasi masyadong malaki yung ating business and additional tax compliance din siya and hindi naman natin siya kiniklaim as our expense. So, pwede na hindi na lang natin i-claim na we are doing business in the Philippines if, yun nga, 8% or optional standard deduction. If itemized deduction naman yung gamit natin, so mas malaki yung chance na dapat natin i-declare na we are doing business because kailangan natin yung invoice and kailangan complete yung details ng ating invoice na nakasulat doon yung ating TIN number. So, yun lang yung video natin for today. I-update ko kayo if ever may mga other options pa na available sa atin. And thank you again for watching and I'll see you again next time.